Sorry, Snoopy. You can't go with us. Dogs aren't allowed on the school bus.
Woof.
Hi everybody, Dave Sullivan here for the Credit Guy TV. This time we're going to give you 3 ways to beat trended credit data. There's been a lot of talk of trended credit data. Fannie is making more announcements on how they're going to handle it. The repositories, TransUnion and Equifax have introduced the data. Experian has not. So I believe that's why we're delaying the rollout of the new FICO scores, Vantage 4.0, and I believe FICO 9 includes the credit data. But for now, come the end of June, beginning of July, we're all going to remain on the same FICO scoring model we've always been on, but the Fannie Mae underwriting will incorporate the trended credit data, which will create a bunch of unattended consequences that I'll cover in a video over here. But for now, I want to give you 3 ways to beat trended credit data. So when you talk about trended credit data, you have to think about what is it talking about, what is it looking at. What they're looking at is what is your payment and what did you pay, what was your credit limit, and then what was your balance. So it's going to look at those 4 things, and that all revolves around credit utilization. And as you guys all know, 5 to 9% is where you need to keep your utilization to get the most benefit from your credit card, from a scoring perspective. So what are 3 ways that people can actually beat trended credit data? Well, one thing I would tell you to do is keep your revolving balances down low, 5 to 9%, but it doesn't cost you anything to increase your credit limit. So I would call my creditors, and as long as they don't pull a new credit report, increase the limit as high as they will let you go. Because utilization only doesn't care about how high your credit limit is, it just cares about how much you use. So as long as you have the self-discipline to keep your balances low, you'll be fine. Increase your credit limit, that's rule number 1. Number 2, installment loans will have trended credit data. So how can you improve your score based on installment loans when you're supposed to have a fixed amount every month? Well, what you could do is pay $1 more on your installment loan payment, and that can go to principal. So on all of your installment loans, when you have the automatic pay set up, you're going to have $1 extra. So make the payment plus $1 every month. That way, when trended credit data is considered, you're going to actually be better off from the installment side. Revolving remains at, make sure you keep 5 to 9%, but installment will have trended credit data, and that's one way to improve your trended credit profile. Number 3, and the most important, is going to be pay before the reporting date. I've talked about this before. It becomes critical that you find out when your reporting date is and make sure you get your balance down to 5 to 9% if you can, but as low as possible before the reporting date. The reporting date has never been more important than it is now with trended credit data. So make sure you really need to take control of your finances and find out when the creditor reports the information to the repository. You want to get your balance down as low as possible on the day before they report that information. And I had a call come in on this just this morning. When do they report? There's 2 ways you can figure it out. 1, call them, okay? Call them and say, when do you guys report your information? Number 2, you want to check what they tell you. So go online every day and look at your current charges on your credit card. And when the current charges are no longer there, the day before that is the reporting date. So the day before, so when you're checking your current statement and it has charge, and you come in the next day and those are all gone and on the previous statement, then that was the reporting date, that prior date. Okay, so you're going to know on the next month, right around that date is when you're going to keep your balance as low as possible. Make your payments before then, not on the due date, on the reporting date. more important than ever with trended credit data that you keep your balances low. So remember, you can go out to my website at getloanready.com and get 6 steps to a better credit score, and paying on the reporting date, before the reporting date, is in there. You can get the 6 steps to a better credit score for free. All you have to do is subscribe. Go to getloanready.com to get those. So you, with a little bit of me, we're going to change the credit industry. Thank you.
And I'm feeling